Okay, now we're going to take a look at lick number 31. Okay, we're going to start this lick by tapping 21 on the D string, pulling off to 14, then hammer on 16. Then we're going to move to the G string, tap 21, pull off to 13, hammer on to 16. Skip over the B string, then we're going to tap 19 on the high E, pull off to 12, hammer on to 16, and repeat that. Then we're going to skip back over to the G string, tap 21, pull off to 13, hammer on 16. Then we're back to the beginning again, where we're tapping 21 on the D, pull off to 14, pull off to 16. Okay, so that whole lick should sound like this. Okay, and then to play it again, you're just going to repeat that, and then each one of these is going to be like played back to back, so one after the other. So we're going to have two of each. Okay, moving on to lick number 32. Okay, with this lick, it's pretty much the same as lick number 31, except the ending is slightly different. We're going to start tapping again on the fret 21 on the A string, pull off to 14, then hammer on 16. Then tap 21 on the D, pull off to 13, hammer on to 16. Skip over the G string and play 19, tap on the B, pull off to 12, hammer on to 16 on the B. Then repeat it twice. So we've got... Then we're going to play 21 on the D string, tap, pull off to 13, hammer on to 16. And tap 21 on the A string, pull off to 14, then hammer on 16. So you're starting to see a pattern developing here where it's all going to be the same. So here's lick number 31. And then lick 32. But then when we did a double tap on B, we're then just going to move our tapping finger up to 21 on the B. So we've got ready to shift into the next lick. So far, lick 31 and 32 slow should look like this. Then we're going to shift, and basically everything that we've done in licks 31 and 32 will be moved down 2 frets, so exactly the same thing. So lick 33 will look like this. Okay, so this time we're tapping 19 on the D, pull off to 12, hammer on 14. Move to the G string, and we've got 19, pull off to 11, hammer on 14 on the G. Skip over the B string, and we've got 17 on the high E, pull off to 10, hammer on to 14. Repeat that twice. Then come over the B string, and then go back to the G, play 17, pull off to 11, hammer on 14, and then back to the beginning. So... And then we're going to repeat that again. Then we're going to take that same shape again, moving into lick number 34, and we're going to have this. So exactly the same as lick 32, but just 2 frets down, and we're starting tapping on the 19th fret on the A string, pull off to 12, hammer on to 14. Move to the D string, we've got 19, pull off to 11, hammer on to 14. Skip over the B string, we've got 17 on the B, pull off to 10, hammer on to 14 on the B, repeat that. Back to the D, back to the A twice, then B twice, and then we're just moving up the tapping finger 1 place to finish it off. So licks 33 and 34 back to back should look like this. Okay, so lick 35, exactly the same as lick 31 and 33, just moved down 2 frets again. So now we're starting with the tapping on the 17th fret on the D. It's going to look like this. Okay, so 17, pull off to 10, pull off to hammer on to 12 on the D. 17 on the G, pull off to 9, hammer on to 12 on the G. Skip over the B string, tap 15, pull off to 8, hammer on 12, repeat that twice. Back over the B string to the D, and then we're back to the, to the G, and then we're back to the D. So. Okay, lick 36, again, is going to be the same as all the other patterns that we've looked at in the last few licks, except the ending's slightly different, and it's just because we're going to add an extra tap and hammer on. So we've got... So when we're moving the tapping finger up 2 frets, instead of just doing it once, we're doing it twice. So that's tapping on the 17th fret on the A, pull off to 10, hammer on to 12. Then we've got 21, pull off to 9, hammer on to 12 on the D. Skip over the G string and tap 15 on the B, pull off to 8, hammer on to 12. Do that twice. Back to the D string, back to the A string, then start the lick again. So we've got to the double tap on the B, then we're just going to move our tapping finger from 15 to 17 on the B and then tap the same left hand position twice again. So. Okay, so licks 31 to 36 slow should sound like this. Okay, now let's take a look at lick number 37. Okay, what we're doing here is we're just doing a simple reoccurring lick using one upstrike with the right hand. We're going to bar across the B string and the high E string on the 12th fret, and we're just going to upstroke the 12th fret on the high E string. Then we've got 15, pull off to 12 on the B, and then hammer on the G. Okay, and we're going to do this lick 12 times, so you've got 12 upstrokes on the 12th fret on the high E string. Okay, now for lick number 38. Okay, to start this lick off, we're going to slide from 15 up to 16 on the G, skip over the B string and play the high E string on the 12th fret. Then we've got 14, pull off to 12 on the G, then 14 on the D, bar our finger across the 14th fret, back to the G again, so we've got, then we've got 12 on the G, 14 to 12 on the D. And we're just going to cycle that round 3 times. So we've got... Then we've got 14, pull off to 12 on the G. Then we're going to have this lick. So that's 14, bend it up, let it down, pull off to 12. And then 14, pull off to 12 on the D, and just repeat that round. Then at the end, we're going to bend up 14 a whole step on the G string while holding 15 on the B. So. So that whole lick slow should sound like this. Okay, now for lick number 39. Okay, with this lick we're going to be using alternate picking with the right hand, starting with the downstroke, and on the 12th fret on the G we're going to have 12, 14, 15 on the G, 12, 14, 15, 14, 12 on the B. Then we're going to have 15, 14, 12, 14, 15 on the G, 12, 14, 15 on the B. So we've got then we're going to have 12, 14, 15 on the B, 12, 15, 16 on the high E. Then we're going to pull off from 16 to 15 to 12 on the high E. So we're going to have then we're going to have 15 pull off to 12, 15 on the high E, 15 pull off to 12 on the B as well. Then we're going to have 12 on the high E, 15 pull off to 12 on the B with 15 on the G. So that whole lick slow should sound like this. Okay, now for lick number 40. Okay, we're going to start this by bending the 15th fret on the B string upper whole step while holding the 12th fret on the high E. And as we just continue to pick both those strings, we're just going to let the 15th fret down and up again, and just basically kind of make the 15th fret on the B weave in and out of tune with the 12th fret on the high E string. So that's sort of the effect you want. Then moving up to the 17th fret on the B, bending that up, holding 14 on the high E, same thing. Then we're going to do another 3 of those in a row. We're going to bend up 18 on the B while holding 15 on the high E. Bend up 20 on the B, holding 17 on the high E. Then bend up 22 on the B string, holding 19 on the high E. Then we're going to have a really long alternate picking passage, starting with the downstroke on the 19th fret on the high E string. We're going to have 19, 17, 15 on the high E, 19, 17, 15 on the B. Then repeat the B string. Then we're going to have 17, 16, 14 on the G. So far we've got this. Then repeat the G string notes. Same notes on the D, repeat the D string. Then we're moving to the A string. We've got 17, 15, 14 on the A. Then we've got a repeat on the A again. Then 17, 15, 14 on the low E. So we've got Then once we've got to the 14th fret on the low E, we're going to have 14, 15, 17 on the low E. Same on the A. Repeat the A. Then 14, 16, 17 on the D. Repeat the D. Then go to 14, 16, 17 on the G. Then we're going to bend 19 on the G. So that whole alternate picking lick should sound like this. Okay, well unfortunately we've come to the end of the DVD. Hopefully you've had fun learning all the licks that we've gone through today. There is a backing track available on this DVD that you can string all of these licks together and make up the solo which I performed on the DVD. Or you can take some of these licks and throw in some of your own as well and just jam over the backing track and basically just have fun with it. So until next time, I'll see you later.